Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to PSLE Sci revision. My name is Mr. Chu. Today is Friday, 9th of September. And it will be our last lesson for this 1 week revision. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, well done, everybody. Next one. Okay, if there's one person that got it incorrect, I will not go through unless you tell me in the chat that you need me to go through with you. Okay, why don't we choose yellow? Yellow is number 3. Okay, P and R. Okay, so body covering, have scale, have shell. You choose this one. Does this thing have scale? No, right? Okay, so this one do not have scale. You choose R. Now this do not have scale is correct. But this one, does it have scale? Okay, so understand now. Let's continue. So the answer is 4 or green color. Next question. Okay, why are there only 7 people? Where's the last student? Okay, so for this question, okay, so you can see over here, A, B, C. What do A, B, C represent? Okay, so 6 of you got who got this question wrong? Who got this question wrong? Okay, should be leaf, flower, and the root. So A is the leaf, B is the flower, and the C is the root. You know why? You know why? Okay, Rainy press wrongly. Hey, Rainy, look carefully, can. Next question.
No, I pressed wrongly.
Press
No.
No need to shout in the mic.
No.
Okay, 4 of you got this correct. So let me explain this to you. Okay, so plant B grows well in area with clean air. So all these dot is places where there is clean air. Okay, so there's clean air here. And factory will usually produce not clean air. Okay, so half of you mentioned the wind, half of you mentioned blue, correct? So if you choose blue, let me write down. It means that the factory lousy air will all go to the right. Then would the right side have clean air or not? Answer is no. Okay, so if the wind is moving from left to right, there will be no clean air on the right. Is that clear? Okay, so you need the wind to be blowing to the left. So that on the left side will be the not clean air. And then what is on the right will be left with the clean air. Okay, so for the 4 students that got this wrong, if you understand now, give me a yes reaction. Hey, why nobody on camera? I'm going to put all of you in the waiting room already. I count to 5. Those who still camera off one, put in waiting room. 1, 2, 3. Okay, only 3% understand this question. How about the rest of you? Okay, Jaylin, Sing Ru, and Hao Ran. Sorry, yes, I'm going to put you in the waiting room. You do not on the camera. Hao Ran, Sing Ru, and Jaylin. Why are your camera off? Okay, next question. So all of you understand this question now. Why the wind is blowing to the left? Because factory produce polluted air. So if the wind blow to the left side will have polluted air. Then that is where plant B will not grow. So the remaining places is where the plant B will grow. Is that clear? Okay, let's continue. Okay, this question, who was locked out? One of you are locked out. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Why only 7 students? Why like yesterday, suddenly 7, suddenly 8, suddenly 7, suddenly 8.
Teacher,
Yes.
I'm changing my device, so I need to enter the Kahoot.
You have to rejoin. Okay, I give you 20 seconds to join. Let me know once you're done. Okay, are you in yet? Are you in yet?
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay, let me continue. Next question. Since all correct, I will not go through. More than 2 or more person that got it wrong, I'll go through. 1 person wrong, I also will not go through. Okay, start doing. Okay, so one of you choose P is the best fuel to use to save the environment. So P produce high energy good. It actually produce very little greenhouse gas, also very good. Okay, however, it only can last 50 to 60 years. Okay, so what the question asking, which of the following cannot be concluded based on the following? So based on this, can you tell that P is the best fuel? Okay, you cannot tell. Okay. Sorry. Based on this, based on the green color, you can tell that actually is the best for the environment because it produces the lowest. So the question is asking which of them cannot be concluded. Okay, so green can be concluded, only red cannot be concluded because the question never say what type of greenhouse gas it form. Okay, so not all greenhouse gas will produce acid rain. Okay, let's continue. Okay, let me go through this question, all of you. Okay, the graph shows a change in the mass of a young plant and its seed leaf during germination. So this is a mass of the seed leaf. Okay, so 4 of you chose blue. The roots grow out first, followed by the shoot. Okay, can you tell from this graph? The question here says, what is the which of following best explain the changes shown in the graph? So from this graph, can you tell whether the root come out first then the shoot? Can you tell? Cannot tell. All right. Okay, you only can tell that the leaf first appear around day X. Okay, you can tell that the leaf first appear around here. Yeah, so okay, so the keyword here will be from the graph. So are you clear about why blue is wrong? Everybody understand now? If you understand, give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Anyone? Xingru Ziwei, Jaylin, how you understand? Okay, next question. Okay, let me go through this question. Okay, the question here says, which statement by Laura can be concluded from her observation? So the two keyword here is concluded and observation. So you must based on observation. Okay. So the observation is some parts of the flower turn red, some turn yellow, and the rest turn white. Okay, so this is the observation. So which statement can be concluded based on this observation? Okay, some of you mentioned green. Okay, there were no water tube in the flower parts that remain white. Can you conclude the green answer based on this? Cannot, you cannot conclude that. Okay. Okay, if it's small, you cannot conclude that. Okay, then some of you did not mention the yellow. No colored water was transported to the flower parts that remain white. Okay, so why did the rest remain white? Okay, it's because the no colored water that's still inside the flower inside the stem itself has been transported up. Is that clear? Okay, so there are two answers to this. One is the blue. Okay, blue, most of you understand. So it's the yellow and the green, which I explained. Clear so far? Can Next question. Okay, how do I need to log in again? Okay, quickly. Okay, so most of you got this correct answer. So one of you choose the yellow one. Okay, the yellow one is both are non-flowering plant. Okay, first of all, mushroom is not a plant. Okay, mushroom is a fungi. Okay, not a plant. So that's the reason why yellow is wrong. So the one student that choose yellow, you understand now why is it wrong? A lot of times we thought mushroom is a plant because we eat mushroom, right, like a vegetable. Okay, but mushroom is not a plant. Is that clear? Understand now? Okay, let's continue. How right, are you in ready? How run are you in already? Now why are there only 7 of you? Okay, this question only half of you got it correct. Let me go through. Okay, so which of following correctly shows the amount of carbon dioxide in P and Q throughout the day? Okay, so for Q, the keyword here is black, so there will be no photosynthesis. Okay, so oxygen will always go down. Okay, oxygen always go down, and carbon dioxide will be going up all the way. Is that clear? So for Q, we're talking about what? This is the carbon dioxide, right? Okay, we're talking about carbon dioxide, the Q should be always going up. Okay, so Q always going up will be this one and this one. Clear so far? Okay, next. Talking about the first one. The first one, let me see. He gave both set out the same amount of water and placed them in the sun for 1 day. Okay, so throughout the day, can you see throughout the day, where it is the, okay, where it is noontime, brightest, right? There'll be the highest photosynthesis. Okay, meaning that it will be a greatest oxygen and the lowest CO2. Clear so far? So you look at the answer here. Which one will have the lowest CO2 at noon? Only this one. Okay, only this one. Okay, so this should be wrong. Okay, this should be wrong. Okay, because as the day goes by, at night it doesn't photosynthesize. Okay, so the number of carbon dioxide will actually go up again at night, where it actually photosynthesize lesser and lesser, and you will become more of respiring. So any questions so far? Oh, okay. If everybody understand this question, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. All right. Understand already, then we continue. How run? I'm still asking you, are you in already? Are you in already?
I'm in already.
Okay, thank you. Let's continue. Okay, sorry. When we say that there is a presence of fruit, it means that actually pollination and fertilization will occur. So for A itself, for pollination and fertilization occur, okay, you cannot take out anything that got to do with pollination and fertilization. So petal, you can take out the petal, doesn't matter. You can still pollinate, you can still fertilize. But the rest, like the stigma, anther, and the ovary, you cannot remove. Okay, so okay, hold on. So you cannot remove the rest. Okay, so the answer will be just number 1. Okay, then number 2, you will not have any fruit. Okay, so you either remove the S, T, or R, then there will be no fruit because you can't pollinate, or you also cannot fertilize. Okay, so for Q is wrong, but you can remove the other 3. When you remove one of the other 3, it will also not fertilize unless the pollen grain comes from another flower and come here. Is that clear? Okay, so for this question, the 2 of you that got it wrong, you understand now? Okay, let's continue. For this question, most of you got it correct. So 2 of you got it wrong. Let me show you this. Okay, very good. Jaylene mentioned lungs and gills. Lungs and gills are actually part of the respiratory system. Okay, not the circulatory system. Circulatory system are your blood your heart and so on. Understand? So these 2 are actually part of your respiratory system. Whereas circulatory system consists of your heart and blood and so on. Clear so far?
Wait, the gills are in respiratory. I thought they were in circulatory.
Okay, basically these are the part that collect the air. Okay, so these are the part that collect the air, so they are part of the respiratory. Whereas circulatory is the one that move the air around the body. So it involves the heart, the blood, and the blood vessel. Understand? Can? Let's continue. Okay, this question also, why is only 7 of you? Where is the last one? Okay, I mean unlock. How run is out again. Okay, so Kumar predicted that the greater the amount of carbon dioxide, the fewer the number of tiny opening found in the plant. Okay, so basically, when there are greater carbon dioxide, so when their CO2 is high, the number of stomata is low. Okay, so you look at the four example. To have more carbon dioxide, you need to have more car, correct? So more cars would be more than 20, more than 20, more than 20, more than 20. And for more than 20, your number should be the lowest. Okay, so your answer should be either red or green. Okay, but why is red wrong? Okay, because it go up, then go down. This is not a trend. A trend should be something like that, always going up or always going down. Okay, so for this question, the 2 students or the 3 students that got this wrong, you understand now? And how, Ryan, once you're in, let me know. Hello, if you got this wrong, please tell me yes or no. Okay, I'll continue. I'll continue. Hey, why you all so fast one? Hey, why is only 7 of you? How, Ryan, you're in already, right? How come there's only still 7? Okay, this question now, you can measure the human body which is not straight because it is flexible. Next question. All right, all of you got this correct. I'm very happy. Let's continue. Okay, today's our last lesson together. Do you all want to have chat time after the lesson? Either one. Only either one. No, the rest of one.
No, I didn't say I want.
Why you got tick? Okay, which of the following is not an example of the effect of a force? Okay, so we're talking about force and not an example of a force. Okay, what are the effect of a force? What are the effect of a force? It can speed up. It can slow down. It can change direction. It can stop something. It can also, what else? Change shape, correct? So these are the effect of a force. So which of these 4 are not effect? Okay, so a piece of paper is folded into an airplane. And then you also need to know that force is either a push or a pull. Okay, so which one of these is the red? Red is change shape. Okay, good. Blue leh? Blue will be all this motion. This will be the blue. How about green? The speed increase. So this is green. Okay, so only the yellow is not an effect of the force. So the two students that choose the blue and the green, if you understand now, please give me a yes reaction, please. Thank you. Who's the last one? Thank you. All right, let's continue. Okay, again, there's only 6 of you that got this correct. So what are the energy conversion at the moment? At the moment, the question here is, at the moment when the ball hit the ground. Can? So what happened at the moment it hit the ground? Okay, so kinetic energy will become potential and sound. Okay, because it bounce up, becomes potential and sound. Okay, so one of you choose straight. Okay, why would there be potential become kinetic? The potential come from where? What potential are you talking about? So at the moment it hits the ground, okay, at the moment it hits the ground, it is the lowest point, lowest height. So lowest height will actually have 0 GPE. So you cannot have potential at first because there will be no potential at the first place. Understand so far? Then one of you choose green. Why would there be sound at first, then become sound no more? Okay, so wrong. So the answer will be yellow. Okay, the two students that got this incorrect, if you understand now, give me your feedback. Okay, give me your feedback. Nobody respond again. Very sad. You just don't respond one. Next question. Question 19. Okay, let's look at this question. In a wooden box, both of them are touching each other. Okay, heat will flow when there's a difference in temperature. So the temperature of P will be higher than the temperature of Q. So there'll be only heat flow when there is a difference in temperature. When both have the same temperature, there will not be heat flow. Is that clear? Yes, Rainy, I did not show because you are so curious about each other's handphone number. Okay, so I understand now, heat will only flow when there's a difference in temperature. So the answer is yellow. Okay, so two of you choose green. That is not correct. Yeah. Better conductor of heat only means that it can flow faster. But for it to flow faster, there must be a difference in temperature. Okay, so for the two students that got this wrong, if you understand now, give me yes reaction. Okay, for the two students that got this wrong, if you understand now, give me a yes reaction. Hurry up, hurry up. Which two students got this wrong? They always got no response one. Then I'll wait long. Then we end lesson at 7. Then continue with maths immediately. So suddenly now got reaction. Okay, thank you for your reaction. But can it be faster from now on? Next question.
Cindy is too heavy.
Cindy too fat.
Hey, what are you talking about? Hey, why are there only 7% here? Okay, so Ben could easily push a sofa when no one sat on it. However, he found it harder to push when Cindy sat on it. So why? Okay, so when you have a greater weight or force acting on the ground, the friction will increase. Is that clear? Okay, so the key thing is harder to push because you're pushing in this direction. So it got nothing to do with this. Okay, when you're pushing, the one that counter it is the friction. So why is yellow wrong? Because the more push is not because of the greater gravitational force. Okay, the more push is due to the greater friction. And likewise, more kinetic energy has to be converted to gravitational potential is wrong because the thing is not going up. It's not moving up. The height is the same. So the gravitational potential energy is out of this question. Okay, the height is the same. So there isn't any greater gravitational potential energy. Okay, so when you need to push sideways, why is it harder? It's because there's a greater friction. Imagine there's no friction at all. Okay, you don't need to push so much. Understand? Let's continue. Okay, let me go through this question. Says 3% got it wrong. Okay, using a pump, 5 cm cube of water and 10 cm are added into the container. So what's the final amount of air in the container? Okay, so first of all, you need to know a few things. Liquid has a definite shape. Definite volume. Whereas for gas, it has no fixed volume. Okay, so when you add 5 cm cube water inside, you have another 5 cm cube of water. So the question is, how much air would there be inside? Yes, you pump in more air, but air can be compressed. Okay, air can be compressed. So because the extra water takes up 5 cm cube of space, the amount of space that the air takes up will be minus 5 cm cube. And therefore your answer will be 30 cm cube. Is that clear? Because the container, which is a solid, has a fixed volume as well. Okay, so the container itself has a fixed volume of 50 cm cube. So the water takes up 20, so the air will take up the remaining 30. Is that clear? So the water will take up 20 cm cube. The air will take up the remaining 30 cm cube. And therefore the answer is 30. Okay, the rest of it I choose 35. You understand why? Why is it 5 cm cube left? Because water takes up the space of 5 cm cube of the air for the water. So all the air will be squeezed in the remainder, which is 30 cm cube. Okay, so the 3 students that got this wrong, if you understand already, give me a clap. Hello? Only one. One of you understand. How about the other two? Okay, let's continue. Okay, where's the last student? Where is the last student? Why is only 7? Okay. Do you all remember yesterday? I mentioned about brightest and dimmers. Okay. So I'll give you 2 examples. 2 bar versus 2 bar, like this. Okay. So this will be the brightest. This will be the dimmest. Understand? Okay, so in this case, if they are all connected to the plus and minus of the battery, it will be the brightest. Okay, so which one is connected to the plus and minus? So this is a plus and this is a minus. So only the Z is connected to the plus and minus, and the A is connected to the plus and minus. Understand? So A and Z will be the brightest. There's no A, then no A then Z. Understand now? And then the dimmers is where the plus and minus has a lot of bulb. So can you see here? This is the plus, this is the minus. Can you see the plus and minus here? Got 3 bulb. Okay, this plus and minus only got 2 bulb. So this plus and minus got 3 bulb will give you the okay, wait, another thing that's wrong. Why A is not correct? Because there's only 1 bulb. Sorry, 1 battery. Okay, 1 battery connecting to 3 bulb will be the dimmers. Okay, so therefore the answer is 4. Okay, so are you clear about this? Okay, why is A is not brighter than Z? Because A is run by only 1 battery, but Z is run by 2 battery. So Z will be twice as bright compared to A. Clear so far? And then this 1 battery run 3 bulb here. These 2 battery run 2 bulb. So there are 3 bulb here run by 1 battery. So these 3 bulb will be very dim. So the answer is B, C, D. So the answer here will be 4. Are you clear now, everybody? Are you clear? Hello, the 3 students that did not get correct. Are you clear? Only 1 person tell me you're clear. The other 2 there? Never mind, we end at 7 today. Hey, let's say then y'all will give me the reaction. Next question. Okay, well done. Yeah, I still don't understand now. How come some question got 7 people, some question got 8 people. Next question, we are ending the MCQ. Then we'll do 1 or 2 open-ended, and that'll be our end. Okay, let me go through this. One of you got this wrong. So 4 similar plants are placed in different places. So you know that the soil need to be wet. Okay, so the one that is the least wet, okay, you will need to water the most. Okay, you need to water the most, the least wet. So which one is the least wet? So basically this question is about evaporation. Okay, this question is about evaporation. Let me write down the factors that affect evaporation. Can you tell me what the factors? 1, temperature, high temperature, high evaporation. 2, wind. Okay, high wind, high evaporation. What are the other factor? Surface area, higher surface area, higher evaporation. Okay, rainy, very good. Humidity. 4. Humidity is the amount of water vapor in the air. So the lower the humidity, the greater the evaporation. Understand? Okay, but in this question, we focus on the first 2. In primary school, mainly just the first 3. So which one would have the greatest evaporation? Because a high evaporation means there'll be less water. So you want to be in the sun. In the sun. And you want to be windy. Okay, windy. So which one has the both factor? Answer will be D, and therefore green is the answer. Okay, do you understand why why blue is wrong? Because there's no wind, the evaporation rate will be slightly lower, so there'll be a bit, the soil will still be a bit wetter. Clear so far? Understand? So the one student that got this wrong, if you understand, give me a yes reaction, please. I must beg you for your reaction one. Who's the one student? I don't need to beg you all. I'll just end lesson later. Hello? Really nobody? Nobody want to respond. Question number 25. You want me to begin? Okay, most of you got this correct. So one of you should say use a stronger spring. Okay, so how can the setup be changed so that the bulb will light up if the parcel has a mass of 15 kg? So at first the mass is 20. You're going to reduce the mass. So you want to reduce the mass and it still light up. So you need the spring to be either weaker or shorter. Understand? Or what else? Or you can change the contact to be longer. Because when you press down with less mass, or okay, there'll be less force pressing down, you'll go down lesser. So if your contact is longer with less mass, it will make a close contact, a closed circuit, and therefore the light bulb will light up. Okay, so for this question, the answer is red. The only student that got this wrong. Are you clear? You use a stronger spring, you'll be even harder to press down, right? Because your mass is lesser. So a stronger spring will be wrong. Okay, so if you understand now, let's continue. Thank you, Rainy. Hey, but you are seeing rule that got wrong. Hello? Okay, oh, we got this correct. Well done, well done. I'm very happy. So next question. Okay, this question, most of you got this wrong. Let me explain this question to you. Okay, okay, can you see that these 3 cm, okay, they have the same length. Okay, can you see here they have the same length at first? Clear? So at first they have the same length. So if I were to draw the mass and the length, they all start at the same length. So for example, they start at, for example, 1 cm. Wait. What is the way? Okay. Let me talk about the length and the same mass. Okay, don't talk length, we talk about extension. So they all start at 0 extension. Is that clear? They all start at 0 extension. So X, okay, let's say for example, this is 1 kg. This is 1 kg and this is 1 kg. So X need to hold 3 kg of mass. Y need to hold 2 kg of mass. And Z only need to hold 3 kg of mass. So if the extension is 3 cm, so we have 1 kg, 2 kg, and 3 kg. Okay, you understand what I'm trying to draw here? So we talk about the first one. X need to hold 3 kg. So X need to hold 3 kg, you will get 3 cm. So this will be the X graph. I'll draw this as X. Then for Y, you only need to hold 2 kg. 2 kg. So Y will be here. I'll use another color. Y will be here. Okay? Because of 2 kg, then you'll go straight like this. Understand? Then for Z, only need to hold 1 kg. So 1 kg you extend 3 cm. Okay, so you actually extend this way. Clear so far? So can you see now? Can you see now? For Z, it will be like this. Highest. Y will be the middle and X is in the lowest. So are you clear about how to do this question? Basically, we use the 3 cm to compare all three. So the 5 students that got this wrong, if you understand now, give me a yes feedback. Thank you. Okay, give me a yes feedback. Only Rainy got yes, but 5 of you got wrong. I expect to see at least 5 yes feedback. Anyone? Only 3% gave me feedback. How about the rest of you? Okay, let's continue. Next question. Last MCQ question, you all may begin. Okay, don't need to explain. Okay, so all of you understand now. Hey, why you press wrongly? You all are still young, you all should see carefully. Okay, last question. Okay, so why only 6 of you got correct? Okay, so how many months after the introduction of substance S did the number of birds start to decrease? So substance S was introduced at where? After the month decrease. Can you see? It introduced at 0. It was introduced here. Then at first, there's no change in the birth. So for 6 months, nothing happened. Only after 6 months, then you see the birth rate go down. Okay, so the answer will be 6. Understand so far? Okay, so you're going to take a 2-minute break. Then we will do one or two open-ended questions. Okay, come back by 5:46. You want to see leaderboard? Okay, can always forget. Okay, well done, Ziwei. Ziwei, you go through this question again. Okay, I need you all give me feedback quickly. Okay, are you all back? Okay, questions that we did yesterday, I will try to skip a bit. We try to do some other question. Okay, let's do this question. See anybody. Okay, who would like to try this question? Anybody like to try this question? Anyone? Okay, Hao-Ran, you do on the screen for part A. Okay, who want to do part B? Hao-Ran, you do on the screen for part A. Okay, who want to do part B? Anyone? For your one, so thick line, very hard to see. Yeah, you done? Okay. Your line so thick, I very hard to see. Okay, the first thing first is yes, you need to make sure that the battery is inverted. What else? Okay, you forgot to put in your switch, switch. So what other mistake are there? Okay, very good. Okay, the mistake is here and here. Okay, so you connect to the side of the bulb. So well done. Okay, how right? Very good. Okay, so who would like to do B? Who would like to do B? Hello. Come on, one more question. How are you going to connect the two bulb? Okay, the two bulb is the headlight. So how are you going to connect them? So that it will light up without dimming P. Rainy is doing, okay. So this one is P. So how are you going to connect so that the P will not be dim? Light bulb, the symbol light bulb is like that. This is a symbol light bulb, a circle and a cross. Okay, Rainy, the way you draw is correct. However, you see down here, when he closed the switch, all the bulb will light up. So when the switch is not closed, these two will still light up. So you shouldn't connect to here. You should connect to somewhere above here. Is that clear? Understand, really? You should connect from the top and come down, and not below the switch. Hey, why you draw like that? You redraw lah. Redraw. Okay, now Jaylin take over Rainy. Okay, very good. Okay, so that's the way to do it. How about if I want the headlight to be as bright as the siren? Sorry, as the bulb P. How do you do? If I want the headlight to be as bright as the P, what can you do to make them as bright? Understand? Okay, so this is how you make the three bulb equally bright. But when you do it this way, your battery will run faster. But the bulb are not on top of each other, it should be side by side. Okay. Okay, very good. Let's do one last question before we end today's class. We do one bio question. Okay, let's do this one. 29A and B. Write down your answer A and B is inside your chat.
I did this paper before.
Yeah, this one is in your PSLE past 3 year, 2019 onwards.
I'm going to go find my book.
But do you do all correct now or still got mistake?
My teacher got sent us answer key.
Huh? I don't know how to set the direct message lah. Later you all go and do yourself. So what?
And
Set
I
every
find it.
Set everybody as co-host again. Okay, I set now. So start doing this question. This will be our last question for today. Okay, let me read the answer. 其实I'll give you 1 mark. Okay, but answer can be improved. Rainy. The question says that insect P feeds on bee and butterfly. Okay, so that's the question. So I'll not give you the mark for part 1, part A. Can you tell me A and B so I can understand you are giving me the correct answer? Okay, Lorraine, I'll give you the answer for 1 mark for part A. Okay, how run? The question did not talk about the predator or P, so that one no need to mention. But also not wrong lah. But don't need to mention for this question. Okay, Ziwei, your A is okay. Xingru, your A is okay. Okay, Jaylin, all right. Okay, so most of you have given me the A answer. Let me give you the A answer. So what y'all can say is that P is able to, by looking like parts of Q, P will be able to camouflage with Q and catch its prey easily, as it cannot be detected by the bees and butterflies that fly to Q. Here, you understand my explanation? So by looking like parts of the flower, the insect will be able to camouflage with the flower and catch its prey easily, as it cannot be detected by the bees and butterflies that fly to the Q. Understand? So how does the insect P sitting on the flower Q a disadvantage to Q? Why is it a disadvantage? Let me read the answer. Okay, the question is, why is it a disadvantage? The keyword here is disadvantage. Why is this P here a disadvantage to Q? Okay, so Rainy, you say that P can help pollinate. No, the P, insect P doesn't help to pollinate, so your answer will not get correct. Ziwei, I'll give you 1 mark, well done. Qi, your answer is good, well done for B. Okay, how run? I'll give you the mark, but your explanation very funny. Okay, I'll give you I'll tell you how to improve your answer. Okay, Jaylin, your B is correct. Very good. How about the rest of you? What's your answer for part B? Waiting. Hello? Sing Ru, where's your answer? Eden, where's your answer? Eden, I did not see your answer for part A as well. Okay, Sing Ru, I'll give you 1 mark. Well done. Eden, I will not give you the mark. Okay, so can you explain further? You're not wrong, but you are not answering the question directly. Okay, so let me share with you the answer. Okay, so the bees and butterflies that help to pollinate the flower will be eaten by the insect bee. And thus the flower will less likely to be pollinated. Understand? Okay. Any question for me before I let you all talk among yourself? Okay, so I'm going to give you all a checkout question. Okay, number 1. How much you like this series of 5 days of revision? Okay, 1 to 10. How good is Mr. Chu's explanation? Okay, number 3. One thing you learned today. Okay, one more thing. 4. How can I improve the lesson? Okay, so give me the 4 answer. You are starting to form breakout room already without me. Very funny, you all. Okay, so can you all give me the 4 answer? When I call your name, you can choose to go to your breakout room and continue. For your first breakout room got everybody except me. Well, you're very good, Y'all don't like me, right?
I cannot add you inside. I can only add people that co-host and everything. Cannot add you.
I don't. Okay, I never tried before breakout room. Okay, quickly, give me the answer. Okay, I'm going to close the recording now. So thank you so much for being a nice student today. Thank you so much.